Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope all you guys are good today. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. My name is Tariq Abdul-Wahad. I was born and raised in France. So I am a neighbor of yours of some sort. I came to the United States when I was 19 to study. And my parents, my mom and dad, wanted me to come to the United States because in France, it's actually impossible to reach high-level athletics and study at the same time. So you have to make a decision, you have to make a choice, and decide whether you're going to be a student or whether you're going to be an athlete. And I really thank them for that, because it gave me the opportunity to discover a new country, discover a new way of doing things, discover a new way of approaching life, but it especially helped me discover Islam. As strange as it may sound, and as crazy as the news are today and what's going on in the world, I became a Muslim in America. I became a Muslim in America. The population in France is the estimations are about 10 to 20% of the population being Muslim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not show me Islam in France. He almost wanted me to go in the eye of the storm. And then as my journey continues as a player and as a coach and as a parent and as a husband, I always trying to understand what my place was, what my role was as a Muslim in the world of athletics. And I discovered that Islam and sports at a high level have a lot of parallels. And this is what I want to share with you today. Yesterday, we were having a heated conversation with the brothers. You know how brothers sit down, drink some tea, drink coffee, and have conversations to change the world. And we were having a heated debate about what is more important, worship or sincerity. And after about 3 hours of trying to figure out which one was the most important, we came to the basic conclusion that the answer was Islam must be approached as a comprehensive way of life. Not just the ibadat, not just the ikhlaq, but a mix of both. And this comprehensiveness, this general approach to life, completely fits sports. Islam requires us to be extremely disciplined. And I guarantee you that to become a professional basketball player, if you do not put your 10,000 hours of work in your life, if you do not wake up in the morning and if you're not disciplined with your sports, you will not reach these levels. You will not reach these levels. Even though professional athletes are extremely talented, they put in an extraordinary amount of work. And they have an extraordinary amount of discipline, which fits completely with what we're supposed to do as Muslims. The other thing that it taught me, and the other parallel that I found, is, you guys don't realize this, but in basketball, for example, when you have to guard a player like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, the meeting in the locker room before the game is not to say, Tariq, because defense was my specialty, so I always had to do these dirty jobs. And they never said, Tariq, go guard Kobe Bryant and stop him today. It's not realistic. Kobe Bryant is going to score 25 points. But the speech was, Tariq, go out there and try to make him shoot 7 for 21. So the goal is to reduce his shooting percentage, not to completely stop him, because that would be the perfect game. The goal was to slow him down, to make him a little worse, and that was success. Now, Islamically, we know we're not perfect. We make mistakes left, right, and center. We sin left, right, and center. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to what? Try our best. Try our best. Give it a grip at a time. Graft. Really try our best to get better as Muslims. No one here is perfect. This is the other parallel that I found between high-level athletics and Islam. And then the third one, which is the most important one, that we oftentimes take for granted, is professional athletes live in the moment. We do not worry about yesterday. We do not worry about tomorrow. We live in the now. That's the only way we can perform at the level at which we perform. So when you go watch your favorite football team or your favorite rugby team or your favorite cricket team, because these are the sports that they play here in the UK. These athletes live in the moment. They train in the moment, they play in the moment, they compete in the moment, and they do not get distracted by anything around them. This is what makes them special. And if you look at the parallel in Islam, to be a Muslim is to be in the state of submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which means to be in the moment. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. So in conclusion, I'm going to try to answer the question I've been asking myself for years. Despite all of that we talked about, why else are they fascinated by athletes, by professional athletes? Is it the money they make? Is it? You do understand that every professional athlete will play sports for free, right? They would do, they pay you millions of dollars to do something you would do for free. We would do this for free, right? Don't ever forget that. Don't think athletes play for money. They play for pleasure. But why are they so fascinated with us? And it dawned on me. The fitra, our nature, is very unselfish. By nature, we are very unselfish. Opposing those Western values of me, I want to be successful, I want to be good, I want to be rich, I want to be. Our fitra does not think that way. Our nature, Allah Azza wa Jal did not create us to be selfish. So when people, Muslim and non-Muslim, see a group of individuals, extremely talented, come together to reach a similar goal, there's a little bit of jealousy, isn't there? There's a little bit of resentment. There's a little bit of, oh, so these guys get paid millions of dollars to play a game that fits their fitra. They're together, they work together for a common goal. And then one could say, well, isn't sport, especially at the national level, a similar thing to war? Yeah, but it isn't. And let me tell you why it isn't. It isn't because no one dies at the end. We go home. We go to see our kids, see our wives. Or if you're a younger person, you go home to see your parents. And you go enjoy a nice meal. You go enjoy time with your family. And this is where we have to put two and two together. Regardless of the challenges of the situation of the Muslim community today, the communities even today, regardless of their challenges, one, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching everything that you do. And two, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you better days ahead. And three, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us regardless of how we think, of what we do, or how we play. And so, as long as we strive towards Him, inshallah ta'ala, we'll get good things coming our way. Jazakallah khair for your time. Make dua for us, inshallah, and make dua for all struggling around the world. Jazakallah khair.